Eagles versus FaZe. Mirage underway. Bad News Eagles lead by 1 map. And FaZe start on the CT side. Bad News Eagles would love to get a good pistol here to carry that momentum over.
Full Kevlar for FaZe, so retakes difficult, and this B site does look a little well backed up right now. Rotate arriving here.
Oh, Carrigan smacks Scenario right away. Synopsy able to trade back, and Recon creating further space as he looks at Brokey on low HP and finishes him off. Just Rain and Rops, and when I say it, Rops just gets forcibly removed, so the pistol's done. B&E have the first.
Both parts of that pistol strat just work perfectly. The hit on the site goes exactly as planned. They lose 1 player, but they trade out well. But, I mean, Synopsy was the backup plan. He finds 2 kills in mid. So even if one part of that plan failed, it still comes through. And they hunt down every single last player. B&E starting as they plan to continue.
Yeah, really fast play. I mean, they just win so quickly. And that's with FaZe rotating another player over to this B site. Brokey was arriving. Doesn't really get there in time to help because his teammates fall so fast.
That was the highlight for FaZe, that range. Lean for B&E on that B side.
It's a great position just to get in so early. You might see that peek coming in from mid at some stage. Twisters in the area. Although with time passing now, Brokey.
It's the fight from Connector that was coming first. Brokey was on a collision course to get that fight down in towards the underpass, and he comes out with it.
Exactly what we wanted to see from him. If they swing into him dry, he has to hit shots like that. Positions himself well. Now, what is the response from B&E? Because the utility is a real concern here. They've put a smoke up into window. They might need to make their move now, and they want this split onto the B-bomb site.
Brokey's rotated here. Twist as well. Exactly the duo you want on the side. Brokey peeks on out, finds another. Repositioning. Scenarios trying to find the space. The rest of the hit coming through the apartments. Rotations on their way. That smoke is causing so much trouble.
Snopsy, blinded, caught. Brokey crucifies another. Scenario and GXX, a 2 versus 5. Not looking recoverable. Gets underneath Twist, but Carrigan's arrived in the rotation with Rops and the reinforcements.
It's going to be pace coming out. Rops in the sandwich in the power position. Gets the first, swinging on through for another. Trade comes on through from GXX, and the reinforcements have arrived.
And the rotation is here. And Brokey playing down towards Ticket, peering over the side of the smoke. It's all gone silent for the time being, but it is just the calm before the storm. It is about to erupt. As Bad News Eagles slow to a halt, waiting for the mistake from FaZe to come around, waiting for them to get a little overzealous or hungry for info. And Brokey knows the angle the rig on is likely to peek from. It's not gone so well here for B&E out of the timeout. FaZe up 4 players to 2 with under a minute left. And the bomb hasn't really got too close to the site yet. Brokey has just been a menace towards Ticket.
Look at the scaff he's using now. Hole in the smoke. Player tucked into Ticket.
Carrigan's over at jungle now too. He can come out of window room once they realize that 2 remaining players are committed into the site. Gonna molly that option away for now. Smoke off the connector. Get a bomb plant here. And that's a good peek up for Ren. He knows the last player is just on the triple stack. And it's gonna be Brokey to clear it out. And FaZe to pull off the round to go to 2 rounds.
Meanwhile, into the breach do confirm their win. Celebrations already on board for the boys. Great win for them. So now it's all eyes on this matchup. And I think for B&E here, if they'd have pushed a little quicker behind Synopsy, Rops is in a really precarious position. Maybe you can trade him and get towards the site.
Of that is now just these pistols. Really rig on the man that has to do it all.
Well, Rops, this is a chance for him to get a few easy kills. And it's going to go down and soften them up. And that M4, it's only good for 1. Twisty's been careful, he's been dinked, and now they have an upgraded weapon in their hands. Scenario removes Twist, and Opsy runs out of the ramp, and FaZe are suddenly down to 2 players. Carrigan nipping at their heels, Brokey saving the day for the time being, and just Scenario, he's left on 9 HP. It shouldn't be a world in which he pulls this one off, but he has plenty of time to try.
He just needs to catch the timing. FaZe should have all the advantage here. Scenario, no chance. Drops on by, spotted. Brokey has his number, and that bomb out in the open. Scenario's going to get up on close, but Carrigan's come to reinforce. Good for 1 maybe, but 2, surely impossible. And Brokey switches to the sidearm to get FaZe the round.
Yeah, solid work, but still a little sketchy there for FaZe. Not exactly fully according to plan for them in that round. Pretty impressive for the Pistols to do this much work. See a couple of players softened up early, but Brokey has still been delivering, really consistently getting kills.
He's been so good in this series so far, getting the openings. Over on Inferno, dominated. But no jump peaks, no information being gathered at all here for GXX. He really wanted the opening kill to go their way from that move. Still hanging around, and the opening of the round will come from twists. Synopsy caught unaware, and the gaps filled in by the utility too, so Rigon can't chase that trade kill.
Yeah, and the lack of util for B&E is tough here. Their final smoke was used into top connect, and they have to go, but they get the peek into them.
Yeah, good pick from Rigon. Twist just dry open. And it's
trouble.
Rain's just missed it. Carrigan is now alone inside of the site. He's having to defend from two fronts. And they're going to overrun him. Of course they will. Rigon avoids the problem of Rain and leaves a huge opening on this B site. And now the bomb can be picked up yet again. And 49 seconds left. It's Brokey and Rops up against three of the Bad News Eagles players. And Brokey's scope, now severed off with the smoke going up. Rops has got to do it from short. He's delivered one. Brokey moves forward, active, gets on the other side, gets on the bin, and Rigon, low health, runs out of ammo, and Brokey does recover what was a scary moment for FaZe.
And what a recovery, because that one was about to fall apart. Rigon gets past Rain, who is unaccounted for in ladder, but GXX holding in short actually takes him down. And so suddenly it's only these players coming through from the same position in kitchen, but Brokey taking the active fight, Rops getting involved, they're able to make it work, but it comes down to the wire.
Get Brokey the glue at the end of the round. Not having full utility in these rounds. They only had a couple of flashes left there. They kind of had to go for the B split, and now in this one, it's pistols and a bit of utility to work with. This A site is fairly vulnerable right now, though.
Smoke goes through, that's going to slow it down temporarily, but they're not going to respect it. Running on through, Rain actually wants to take this fight, and he gets overwhelmed by the Tech 9. No one in position, as mentioned, to be able to do anything in response.
Bomb has been planted.
Now they want more than that. They've tasted the bomb plant. What else can they get out of this round? Brokey is waiting for the aggression, but it is not coming just yet. They've gathered up a stack of players on the left side. Brokey realizes that's where they have to be, but dealing with it is easier said than done. GXX and Scenari charge forward, and FaZe once again have to stomach a round loss in that fashion.
Ouch. Pistols just overrun the A site. Rain was hoping the smoke would be enough to hold them back, but this is a round where B&E are especially able to loosen up. They're not going to stop for that smoke. They've got their mind set on that A bomb site. They might as well just take the risk of running through. Wasn't enough there for FaZe to lock it down. And then that push into CT. Carrigan had to be the pillar to back up Brokey, who hit the first shot, but he couldn't deliver.
And you can kind of understand the decision-making from Rain there. I know he's caught out in the open here, but, he sees pistols streaming out from Palace, right? It's a very common play on these lighter buys. The M4, obviously, you feel like you can get a multi.
Tough time in this round. Look at Rops, though, on the minimap. How is he so far forward?
This is wild. He's just gone on an investigation and wants to keep going. He won't stop, and he might get his reward. Oh! Synopsy turns back at the correct time, and Rops, I thought he had it for sure.
That's a huge kill, because now FaZe can't stack this A site on the rotate, and the A play is coming in.
Brokey's had to rotate as well. Carrigan's there, Rain on the site, low HP, out in the open again, but somehow finds the frag. Almost an opportunity for a second, but Twist goes down as well. A free entry into the site. Bomb can be planted. Brokey's close in jungle. No chance here, surely not, unless the kill's gifted, but no. Synopsy takes down Carrigan, and Brokey, it's a mission of survival.
Yeah, this half is going to be so rough for FaZe. They're getting toyed with at the moment. Another great round for Bad News Eagles. They're taking the lead. Brokey drops down into the underpass. Shot will connect. But they're on the hunt. Oh, chasing it behind. Brokey's down to half health. Well, Flatro is not going to give up this. He knows getting that AWP is important. And that is a huge loss for FaZe, not only in the round, but the weaponry going into the next. It's becoming a bit of a...
Which can get concerning in these close angles. They've got to be aware this Molly hasn't cleared out Rops entirely. Yep, they weren't aware. Oops.
Well, that's...
You're so tempted by the AWP, though.
You really are. But Rops is...
He's smart.
Waiting on his teammates to come and help. Gonna claim it as a unit. Let's look at Synopsy. He's got the gap at the bottom of the smoke. Rain He's going to be ready for it. He's sending shots through. He's trying to warn Synopsy. Don't hang around that window. You do not want to mess with this. He's gone for it, confirming his position in that smoke. But look at B&E. Look at the way they're slipping into the A site. Finally, Twist will look at it. There was an open A site pathway for the bomb. Twist peeked out, got one, but the bomb is slipping its way forward to that site. And there's no one there to protect it.
An open pathway, but no smoke. They're lucky to get past that AWP, and the bomb does go down. No reason for FaZe not to send bodies at this.
Synopsy's cutting off those bodies from getting towards the site in mid. It's a strong hold from Synopsy. Got the Glock up against the USP and still wins against Brokey. One Flatro will help close it out. So yeah, a couple of moments there where FaZe think they may have a chance into the round, but in the end, leaving the A site open. That's B&E's opening. They see it and they move through it towards the site to close the round.
Yeah, retake's still really difficult there, especially because the gun you stole was the AWP. So it's not like you can easily run in with that and trade your teammate.
Yeah, that got a little scary there, right? The AWP goes down, it's recovered.
The celebrate is the opposite. We'll have to see the celebrations on their faces. That's after winning a round against majority pistols.
I feel like, yeah, if you're ever having a bad day, just watch B&E winning a Counter-Strike game. It'll cheer you up.
Well, maybe not today if you're a FaZe Clan fan. Rob set up for the peek into ramp, and it is going to work well. Synopsy had no chance.
Rigon going to come and step into his position. Rops is vacated. Did take a bit of damage in that, but with Rain holding this, actually, he's gotten off the angle, and Rigon has slipped on through. Rain between two spots, and this might cause concerns. Rigon's going up on over. Has the potential to disrupt everything, has spotted the first player. Gets him down,
Whoa.
but Rops unaccounted for. The flame's coming on through, but Rops swings out.
There was a second there where I thought Robs was about to get taken out. It looked like Rigon was about to compose himself, but they're slipping into the B play indeed. Twist is out, towards short, but GXX has cut off the rotation, so it has to be Twist. And they run one by one. That gives Twist an easy headshot on Scenery. GXX though, okay, what a round! GXX is just picking one player after another and forces Robs into the clutch. They know exactly where he's coming from. They just seen him a few moments ago towards A, and GXX, no problem. 4K for GXX. The AWPer for BNE is delivering today.
GXXXX. What a round from the team like B&E. You stifle that momentum, suddenly can all fall apart.
Look at the speed they're going with yet again. Look how quick Synopsy's just using this MAC-10, getting into these positions. FaZe are having to deal with speed again, and they couldn't deal with it on Inferno.
This is just crazy to do this. There's even the light there, so you can kind of spot the player jumping in, but somehow he's surviving. Finally, Rain takes him out, but it's the B site the entire time.
Again, it's B. This time, it's Karrakin standing tall. Twist able to help from short, and the bomb is still in the apartments. It's just two players left, and Scenario, the rifler, really needs to do a lot.
It's just GSX now. We saw a 4K
Switches
from
out.
him before. He's coming to the AK, but no, Robs takes him down.
Finally, the B hole does something there, right? Karrakin, a couple of times he's been caught. Whether he doesn't have the weapons for it, whether they get caught off guard by the speed. This time, they're ready. They hold the B site, and it's much stronger from FaZe.
That's impressive, too, because you can see what B&E were going for there. The fast play into window just causing so much chaos there. Even gets away there for a moment, just attracting Rain, but they don't budge on B.
Yeah, I don't think it causes enough chaos just getting one player in window like that, because you kind of know he's stuck behind the smoke. Like, where's he going there? You're not really that scared. It draws the attention of the kill. Here's GXX, confident to try to take the fight. Oh, it was a rifle on the other side. And it's gone.
Yeah, it's a great kill, and Robs can't get away with the trade, so he's going to be very frustrated about that. He swung ramp pretty quickly, but B&E were out of there faster. And one flat throw up into the window. Such a strong position to have.
And this time around, he's done it without being noticed. Tucked on in. B&E have everything into this round.
Yeah, this is rough. Rough for FaZe. 1 minute left. B&E have a lot of options available to them, and that's an important fight. Once the choke point progression starts to come in, you've got to win them if you're FaZe. And Twist and Karrakin, 2 rounds back-to-back now where they found some really important kills.
Not really able to make chaos happen with the positions they got themselves into. FaZe receive back, wait for the play. Now they flash in. Info gathered, but no kills.
Well, Brokey's been very good so far. Up towards the ticket box. He's got to at least get a few here because Twist is getting taken down to 3 health. Unfortunate there for B&E not to take that kill, and here goes Brokey. Oh, the distraction set up. That gives him a window of opportunity to peek out. And Scenario's brought down. GXX, the bomb carrier, and the AWPer. Synopsy! Oh, that's one way to deal with Brokey. One tap to the skull. Carrigan swings to CT, and the cleaner, he's cleaned up. 2 kills, no problem. Carrigan saves that round for FaZe.
How back and forth is that? I thought GXX might actually have a chance when he jumps across to safety, but it's still so tricky. Carrigan knows he's done damage. This is a good recovery from FaZe, but it's also another one.
And they're still able to almost make it work. That tap from Synopsy was absolutely delightful.
Oh, wow.
One Flatro. Well, speaking of taps, taps drops out of the server.
That's the only AK they have in the last round here of the first half, but it's already got involved, and it leaves the B site very vulnerable right now. Twist has gone investigating towards mid. I think he might get back in time, though.
The boost again. Oh, Brokey's ready for it this time.
You can't go window every round. Twist. Oh, aggression short, spotted by Rigon. No issues there. Now Rain, oh, he is stuck in sandwich. He decides that's not a comfortable position. He gets out of dodge just at the right time, but the pressure's not over. Rigon hunts him down. Brokey commits to just 1 kill, and the opening is there for Bad News Eagles. Carrigan's coming back. Bomb planted on the safe side of triple, and the flank is coming around the backside. Carrigan has no idea. There's a player in behind him. He won the clutch in the previous, but this one is so difficult. Down, 3 rounds down, heading into the second half. B&E in full control as they go onto the defense, and FaZe are setting up for the A play.
One of the most important pistol rounds, right? The execute coming through onto A, and, well, B&E just aren't here.
They've got a kit and a smoke for the retake at a minimum, but there's no way they get a kill before the bomb goes down. Question is, do FaZe take CT control? And it looks like they do, so some better post-plant positions. Let's see if they can lock this in.
They got some of the best pistol players in the world, and they're about to be set up for a flash in towards CT. Rigon's flank caught by Twist. He watches for it. Flash goes over. Rain set up. Does not deliver. In fact, it is Brokey that claims the kill for that maneuver, and then they double swing, and Scenari gets 2. He's still standing. Synopsy strong. A turret from that spot, and still a 2v2. Remember, Scenari has a kit, and he is rolling forward. A tank moving at quick speed. Shot after shot. Smoke on the bomb. Kit on his back, and the knife pulled out. He's missed it. And just at the last second, Twist cuts him down.
I can't believe he took a swing and a miss in the smoke. He still gets it. That was like 0.05 or something crazy on the timer. I'm convinced.
What a clutch from Twist, though. Winning out that duel over the stairs, that is everything. It felt like Scenario did so much. 0.01.
Yeah, really, B&E deserved to win that and landed some great shots in the process. So you go up against this force buy, you still got to be concerned. Good turn kill from Twist, though.
The savior of the last round goes ahead. Sees one Flatro, second kill in. Dealing with a force buy right now. Synopsis hearing the steps, sprinting towards A. He's going to try and speed up himself.
He's the only one that can do anything here. Teammates are still on B. They're not even budged. Rox is holding for it. Wins it out. Takes a bit of damage in the process, but the round is done. Twist, he had a fantastic T-side early, didn't he, on that opening map? And it looks like here on Mirage, getting off to the same sort of start.
Yeah, it was maybe a little risky moving into connector like that, but I'm honestly fine with it. I want to see Twist start to feel it in that way. That's a great shot from GXX.
Even if Rain goes down here, at least you're getting info on what weapons are available in the next round. So Brokey's still pushing the issue over here. But FaZe can sigh a little bit of relief there that they haven't gone down to the force buy. Won it pretty convincingly. 4 players still up. Brokey, sound cue made as he hops on up. He will remove GXX, so had some insult to injury there for B&E. Just the 1 deagle saved over. Should be another round here for FaZe.
Suddenly gets a little bit more comfortable. 2 6-9 halves they've had to face down, and this one now about to be evened up. And it all comes down to Twist just getting some fantastic openers, the force buy.
Finally some utility into mid. FaZe still with plenty of nades remaining. And connector control should be taken pretty comfortably here if they want it.
Rain and Twist look to enter connector just as the rest of the prong of the approach comes through ramp. He's starting to gather that info. Good first peek. Twist falls, and there's no trade potential. One Flatro. Oh, he will fall. Rain doubles. That's the space creator. The Rain did not do over on Inferno. This time he's having a round. Comes up through the connector. Pulls 3 beautiful kills. And Scenery, he's still alive. He's still kicking from the jungle. And he's looking to be the king of it. And unfortunately, Brokey will usurp his throne.
Yeah, that was a little bit messy there from BNE, trying to respond quickly. GXX just jumps down into mid with the AWP out. I mean, Rain had 10 HP. GXX maybe was a bit more ready for that fight. He had his pistol out and potentially picked that one up. But Rain, I mean, what a fantastic couple of kills. After that first one comes through to connector, he responds in kind, makes it double.
Made it very uncomfortable for FaZe. Instead, Rain makes it easy for them, and now it's faster from FaZe against the pistols. They're already setting up this B split. Oh, Juan Flatro misses his opportunity. Oh, but makes up for it.
Well, he gets a second chance, doesn't he? A second crack at the whip. This time he connects it, and now they're stacking B. So many plays to try and get through. Rain has done well for one. Twist has to now step up as FaZe start to filter through. Synopsy retreats further and further back, relinquishing control of the site. And GXX now alone. Eventually, FaZe will take them out and, in fact, go on fire with 5 rounds in a row.
Well handled, considering they walked directly into the stack in a 4-on-5. The fact that they were able to come out ahead with 2 players surviving is a
out of the map. It's about to be a quicker play here for FaZe.
Looks like it. GXX with that AWP not in the right position. Lurk, smoke out.
So a scenario that's under pressure then. Molotov towards the van. Oh, he's tucked in. He has to get a multi-kill here. His teammates at short trying to help him. He slipped the net. The rotation is very quick to come back over. There's 3 players on this site right now, and FaZe have slowed it right down. There's a second wave of the attack coming in now. Flash being set up, and because of that slowed down, the rotation starts to come back through. B&E start to second-guess this rotation, and this is a good call for FaZe. Now they go again. Scenario is under pressure once more. FaZe come crashing down on the B site, but the round might come crashing down around them. Luckily, Scenario is forced out of position, but Bad News Eagles have got back. The reinforcements are here, and Brokey cannot stand.
Money on the line in this one for FaZe. Full investment. Boost up early into a run boost. Oh, that is so dangerous to not go behind the boxes. He's out in the open and he's a dead man.
Yeah, he's missed the shot. Rigon's going to snap that up. A great opportunity for Bad News Eagles to find the opening kill, and because Rain took damage, the nade finishes him.
Flatro gets away from all of that with a single point of HP, but it's enough, and now Rigon, he wants to get back into it. Pushing up into mid, Carrigan on the other side, and comes out ahead just about.
Another important kill, one for Carrigan. He's found so many of these for FaZe in the tightest situations, in the darkest moments. He has been pulling them out, but it's still a 4 versus 3, albeit one Flatro on 1 health, but he's still standing.
Yeah, you do wonder, was that necessary from Rigon up in a clean 5-on-3? But that's the way BNE like to play. And now they stay spread. 2 players on B, 2 on A. That leaves an open window in towards window in mid. And Twist is going to try and use this position. It's a little too risky to assume it's wide open, though. So they'll leave Twists on the lurk. It looks like they'll move back towards B.
Dropping the smoke there might bait out some movement, and that's where Twist can maybe catch someone out, peeking in towards mid. You can see that's definitely a possibility.
20 seconds.
There it is.
Limited
Scenari's
time.
Walked on through.
Oh, timing!
Turned away.
Looks away. Scenario catches him looking the wrong way. 17 seconds left. GXX still here. And FaZe are not getting towards that site right now. Rops is going to drop down into the site, but what can he hope to do? GXX tracks him, hunts him, and puts him on the wall.
It's back to the usual tricks that we saw in Inferno. B&E setting the pace.
I thought Twist saw the shadow on short, to be honest.
Surely he did.
I don't know. It seemed like he just didn't react to it. Maybe was focused in his mind on making the play forward already. That was the strong start. That's the strong close. GXX in the right place at the right time. Oh, I think he did react after.
With that little buffer map right out of spawn, Twist is dealing with the mid play. He's just watching that mid push in the flanks, but here comes the quick call for FaZe, running right in. Maybe the change in pace works out. Rain and Rops with the first kills for FaZe. Rigon has done enough initially on the hold, and a little bit of a gap that Carrigan is ready for. Once again, keeping it somewhat close. GXX overrun. Carrigan jumps over the crosshair, and Carrigan, he's the star right now. He is finding so much impact for FaZe.
He'll drag them kicking and screaming through Mirage, and maybe through the Major, the leader stepping up. pushing through and stopping Bad News Eagles when they started to get on that roll.
I feel like you see BNE just a little hesitant with how they're going to set up on that A site. Rigon sort of fumbling with nades.
That opportunity to move into middle. Sending Rain down close towards the connector smoke.
Flames come on over, Flatro forced on back. You can see he wants to go for this fight. Has Rigon over towards Ladder, who can help support. Peering on through as that smoke's about to fade. Flatro might get the opportunity onto Rain. Another set of flames comes on through, and he's given the opportunity. An opener for BNE. Twist immediately trades.
Important trade from Twist. He had to get that one to come through. Now just over 1 minute left. FaZe want to make this B play. This is the final call to move into B. Twist is coming up through short. He's a little bit further away from the rest of the pack, and he has to get through Rigon. Rigon's smart enough to deal with that, molly it down, and this attack is starting to fizzle out. FaZe cannot split together. They cannot get up short in time. So the B Apartments play needs to come in, and Robs makes the difference. Jumps out the window, instant kill on GXX, and now Rigon and Synopsy coming back through. Brokeem reads the play, reads the rotation path, and Rigon has slipped short. He's so close, and Robs swings. Good team play from FaZe. They head into the...
Bad News Eagles are going to use that. They're going to use this to push mid themselves with this massive stack.
I like it. I mean, they're left A open, but Robs is so passive on the lurk there that FaZe aren't getting anything from this. They're putting pressure over towards B, now repositioning, and they might walk right into the setup.
There is the underpass push from FaZe, though, so it's a push from two sides you've got to hold on to. The smoke into window makes it more difficult for the CT.
GXX is forced off his angle, but there's so many players here to back him up. Twister having to brawl inside in mid, and he will. Synopsy no longer with this one. Flatro gets revenge, and it tastes sweet, so he gets two. He goes back for seconds, and 55 seconds, 4 versus 2. BNE in a really solid position here, Lucy.
Conceded so much space, and look what it's cost them at Robs. What a shot onto Rigon. Suddenly looking a little bit more achievable. 2 versus 3, one Flatro low, and time to work with.
Robs nearly snaps back to connector there. That is ridiculous, but 35 seconds. The one kill sure brings them closer. There's one A-site player right now in the form of one Flatro is pushing through Palace.
Such a good position to be in. You just sit here, you wait for the bomb plant, and surely you get a kill from it. It's so hard to clear out Palace.
He's the only one on this side of the map, though. Look at the B side. They've gone to reinforce it. They're relying so much on the shoulders of one Flatro.
Oh, this position is just so strong. From the Palace, he will come through, and Robs has no idea how to deal with it, and the bomb plant denied. GXX from short sends the bullet through, and BNE...
The server right now.
Tech 9 for Rain. Karrigan has no utility. This round could change everything.
Well, they're going towards A again with numbers. 3 in Palace this time, 1 down towards ramp, and Rain tasked with holding mid with that Tech 9. He can't be involved in the main pack of the attack, and Karrigan was the first. Let off the leash, GXX just nails him right away. The shot is too easy for him, and Robs goes out next. 1 by 1, they're falling to the Bad News Eagles, and they've thrown all the cash into this. FaZe pushing, but they're not getting the kills. Finally, Brokey's found the gap with the bomb. He has to go back and get it, and in the meantime, he's lost all of his teammates, and Brokey is in a 1v4. The first locked in on Rigon, but they've slipped through the smoke. Brokey locks in the plant. That's some extra cash at least, but he needs a lot more in this round, and Scenari is not going to give it to him. That is a tough round to swallow for FaZe. Luckily, Brokey makes something of it. He gets a bomb plant. That'll be a really important cash in the next round. But FaZe now have to suffer the scoreline being tied up.
Yeah, the money is big, but that round looked so uncomfortable for FaZe.
It's not even good enough. It's not good enough. That's the thing. They're going to have to concede map point here, series point, and they'll be going down to the 2-2 matchup if you lose this map.
Yeah, and you saw the jungle smoke. It was terrible. There was such a massive gap in it. They didn't even have a flash for GXX's position initially. It just felt like FaZe pushed a little too ahead.
And they're just going to smoke it. They just want to go. Changing pace coming in right at the front.
Getting in fast, Rain tries to overwhelm, but Scenari strikes, and everybody arrives to the party. The B rush completely dismantled before it can even get going, and that's 15 for Bad News Eagles.
Series point up against FaZe. This is Eagles. And they have lost the first player. Brokey boosted up. Synopsy caught on the cross on over. BNE, they've got to do it the hard way if they want to do it in regulation. A player down.
You find the kill on A and immediately group up to B. Everybody from FaZe coming over here. Not a single lurk component yet. Robs does start to come through mid. Scenari's the only one here defending.
FaZe couldn't ask for anything more here. Clean 5v4, and now this B play.
Scenari's been an absolute beast in this game. He has been so good. And now the attack is bomb site. Will he defend it with his life? Flash goes up. A brilliant kill on the Carrigan, but it is just one. One Flatro's turn, the next in the wave. GXX connected another brilliant shot when Flatro runs in. Robson Rain with kills, and it's now on Rigan. The flank around the back of the apartments. The 1 versus 2 for the major spot. He's got it into a 1v1. It's just Robson short, and Rigan sees him. He knows where his next victim is. The one player stopping him from confirming the spot in Paris. A major is there.